Genesis to Joshua. One redemption story, every shadow points to Christ. Christ in the law, Christ in the law. Every promise finds ye, yes, Christ in the law. The tabernacle, God with his people, priest sacrifice. Point to Jesus, the curtain, the altar, the blood, all point to Christ, the atonement. Once every year, Hebrews 9 looks ahead. Christ sent to once with his own blood. Perfect priest, perfect sacrifice, once for all. No prayer, grace fulfilled, Christ fulfilled. Hebrews 9, once for all. The wilderness shows in belief. God's people wandered, cause they would not trust. Faith enters rest. Unbelief falls short. Deuteronomy, renew the covenant. Remember the Lord, love him completely. Choose life, walk in his ways. Joshua enters the promised land. God keeps his promised land in rest. Yet Joshua was not the final rest. Jesus gave the greater rest. The land points forward, Christ fulfills it. Final hook, tabernacle points to Christ. Day of atonement points to Christ. Wilderness roam against unbelief. Died on me, renewed the covenant. Joshua shows God's faithfulness. Land of rest, point to Jesus. Christ in the law, Christ in the law. Hear the word, hide the word. Live the word, hide the word, hide the word. Wisdom in the law, Christ in the law. Every promise finds ye, yes, Christ in the law. The tabernacle, God with his people, priest sacrifice. Point to Jesus, the curtain, the altar, the blood, all point to Christ, the atonement. Once every year, Hebrews 9 looks ahead. Christ sent to once with his own blood. Perfect priest, perfect sacrifice, once for all. Hulking up eternity, Jesus the curtain, the altar, the blood, all point to Christ. Day of atonement, once every year. Hebrews 9 looks ahead. Christ entered once with his own blood. Perfect priest, perfect sacrifice, once for all. Christ fulfill it, Christ fulfill it. Hebrews 9, once for all. The wilderness shows unbelief. God's people wandered, cause they would want trust. Faith enters rest. Unbelief falls short. Deuteronomy renews the covenant. Remember the Lord, love him completely. Choose life, walk in his ways. Joshua enters the promised land. God keeps his promised land. Keeps against the great, the rest. The land points forward, Christ fulfills it. Final hook, tabernacle points to Christ. Yeah, Yahweh restored Joshua. Day of atonement points to Christ. But who's God's faithfulness? Land of rest, point to Jesus. Christ in the law, Christ in the law. Hear the word, hide the word. Live the word, hide the word, hide the word.